Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to describe your home in English. But before we begin, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you find the content useful. Okay, now let us begin. There are very many different sections in your home. The first one is front garden. Front garden. The front garden is the garden that you have at the front of your house. Okay? It is the garden that you have in front of your house. This is the front garden. The next one is driveway. Driveway. Now, a driveway is a short road leading from a public road to your house or another building. Okay? A driveway is pretty much where you park your car at the front. At the front of your house, you have an area where you park your car. This is a driveway. So it is pretty much the space where you park your car that is attached to a public road. Okay? It is where you park your car, and that particular space is at the front of your house or any other building, and it is attached to a public road. So from your driveway, you drive straight onto a public road. Okay? The next one is garage. Garage. A garage is where you park your car inside your home. You can either park your car outside in the driveway, or you can park your car inside in the garage. So a garage is where you park your car in your home. Okay? You park your car inside there, and then you lock the garage, especially when it's terrible weather. Maybe it's snowing and it's very icy. You might decide, I don't want to have to scratch my car tomorrow morning to remove the ice or the snow, so I'm going to park my car in my garage. Okay, so you open the garage door, you drive your car in, you lock your garage until the next morning. Okay, the next word is porch. Porch. It is a covered shelter projecting in front of the entrance of your house. Okay? It is a covered shelter in front of the entrance of your house. So right before the front door of your house, above you have a kind of shelter. If you stand there when it's raining, then you don't get rained on. Okay, it's right above the front door of your house. Okay, that is the porch. A covered shelter projecting in front of the entrance of your house. Some people call that an entrance hall. The next word is hallway. Hallway. Now, a hallway is another term for a hall, okay, for an entrance hall, okay? It is another term for an entrance hall. And an entrance hall is a passageway or a corridor where you walk into before you decide to turn to one of the rooms on the side. It is a long corridor, and probably you have some rooms on the left and some rooms on the right. It is a passageway or a corridor. It allows you to turn left or turn right to the rooms that are on both sides of the hallway or the corridor. Okay? Like, for example, if you go to a very big house, you might find that there are lots of rooms on the left and on the right, and in the middle is a corridor. Okay, and you walk down that corridor to turn left or right to enter one of those rooms. That is what we call a hallway. But also, as soon as you get into your house, you open the front door and then you get into the hallway. And from there, you can either decide to go upstairs or maybe you have a toilet there. So it's simply the space immediately after the front door, which looks a little bit like a corridor. The next word is kitchen. And your kitchen is where you cook all your food, where you prepare your food. You have your gas cooker there, you have your dishwasher there, you have your plates, you have the cupboards. Pretty much the kitchen is where you cook or prepare your food. The next word is living room. Living room, some people call it a sitting room. A sitting room is where the guests sit to relax. You have a couch or a sofa, as some people like to call it. You have a table there, and probably you also have a television there. So it is simply the place where people sit to relax, and you have sofas there, or you have a couch, some people like to call it that. You have the television, for example, and your guests sit there to chat or to watch television, okay, and so on. The next word is dining room, or some people call it dining area. A dining area is where people sit to eat. It is the area where people sit to eat. And in this area, you have a dining table and You have chairs, dining chairs, and your guests sit there to eat food, or maybe your family. In the evening, you sit together at the dining table in the dining room to eat. Okay, some people call it a dining room, some people call it a lounge. Now, a dining room. The next one is a lounge. A lounge is a public room in a hotel, okay, where people sit and relax. It is a public room in a hotel in which people sit to relax. If you want to give it another word, you can say it's a sitting room in a public area. So basically, it's an open space in a public room in a hotel, for example, where people sit to relax. Like, for example, before you check into a hotel, as soon as you arrive, you go to the reception, and the receptionist may ask you, please go and sit in the lounge. I will call you when I'm ready. So it simply means you sit in the open area, okay, which is meant for the public, where you sit and relax. Usually there is a sofa there is a couch, probably there is a little table, and on top of the table you have some magazines or newspapers, okay? So you simply sit there and relax, okay? The next word is master bedroom. A master bedroom is the biggest bedroom you have in your house. The biggest bedroom you have in your house where you sleep is the master bedroom. Now, usually this is where the parents, the mother and the father, sleep. They have the biggest bedroom. So master bedroom is the place where you sleep, but it is also the biggest bedroom in the house. The next word is guest bedroom. Guest bedroom. A guest bedroom is where your visitors spend the night. It is where your visitors, when you have guests, they spend the night in the guest bedroom. So it is a bedroom that is specifically meant for your guests, for your visitors. Some people call it a spare room. A spare room. Okay? The next word is kids' bedroom. Kids' bedroom. That is where the children sleep. That is where the children sleeps. Sleep. Maybe you have one bedroom, maybe you have two bedrooms, but a kid's bedroom is pretty much where the children sleep. And then you have upstairs. Now, when you enter a house, you may have a ground floor, and then you have upstairs. So you have to climb the stairs to go to the upstairs section of the house. So it is the upstairs area is above the downstairs area. And the next word is downstairs. Now, downstairs is the ground area. And some houses, as soon as you get in, you open the front door, you go into the hallway, and then you go into the living area. And the living area and the kitchen and the back garden are all downstairs. So downstairs means ground floor. The next word is kitchen. I have already looked at kitchen in number 6. That is where you prepare your food. The next word is bathroom. Bathroom. Now, a bathroom is where you go to take a shower or to take a bath, to clean yourself. You go to the bathroom, okay? You have a sink there, you have a bath, or maybe you have a shower, okay? Depending on how big your bathroom is. You have your towels, but pretty much a bathroom is where you go to clean yourself up, either by taking a shower or by taking a bath. The next one is upstairs toilet. Upstairs toilet. Now, when you go up the stairs to the floor that is above the ground floor, there might be a toilet. Some people have their toilet in the bathroom. Some people have a separate toilet upstairs. Now, obviously, a toilet is where you do your pee and your poop, okay? You do your number 1 and your number 2. And then you have, some people have a downstairs toilet. So, and usually most of the times this toilet is just next to the front door. The next word is shed. The next word is shed. Now, a shed, you would normally find it outside at the back of your house. You would normally find the shed at the back of your house. It is a very simple roofed structure used for garden storage, okay, to shelter animals or as a workshop. So at the back of your house, you may have a shed, and it is simply a room, not really a proper room, but a very simple roofed structure used for garden storage. Maybe you have some equipments that you use in the garden, you store them there. Or as a workshop. Some people use their shed as a workshop to repair things, to make things. And usually a shed is made out of wood. Okay, it is just a very simple structure which has a roof, and you can either store your garden equipment there, or you can use it as a workshop. The next word is back garden. The back garden is a garden that you have at the back of your house. Some people call this a backyard, okay? Now, a back garden, it pretty means that you have grown some plants there. But if it is a backyard, probably you don't have any plants there. It is the space at the back of your house. That is the backyard. The next word is conservatory. Conservatory. Now, a conservatory is very often at the back of your house. It is very often at the back of your house, and it is often made of glass. It is a kind of extension at the back of your house, but it is made of glass windows, okay? It is made of glass windows. It is a room with a glass roof and walls attached to a house at one side and used as a sun lounge or for growing delicate plants. Okay, it is simply a room with a glass roof and walls. It is attached to the main house, usually at the back, and some people use it as a place to relax, to catch the sun, or some people use it to grow delicate plants. Okay, it is very, very common, especially in England. A lot of the houses have a conservatory, and it is simply a room with a glass roof and walls that is attached to the back of your house, and you can sit there to relax, for example, in the winter when the sun is still shining, and enjoy the sun. The next word is mailbox. A mailbox is a box where the mail or your letters, okay, are normally put for you. At the entrance of your house, you may have a mailbox, and you get all your letters from the post office put in there, and you can open the mailbox with your key from time to time to check if you have any letters. Okay, now the next one is nursery. A nursery is a baby's room. Okay, if you have a baby, or if you're expecting to have a baby soon, you may decide that one of the rooms in your house is going to be a room for the baby. So you will decorate the room, you will buy the bed and all the necessary things that you need for a baby, and that is what we call a nursery. It is a room for the baby. The next one is balcony. Balcony. Now, a balcony is a platform enclosed by a wall on the outside of a building. Okay? For example, if you live in a flat or an apartment, you may have a balcony, which means that you have a kind of platform that is attached to maybe the back of the house, or maybe the front of the house, or maybe you have both, and it is simply an area that is enclosed by a wall, and probably you have some rails at the front. Okay, it is a veranda. Okay, it is a veranda at the front of your house, but it is often upstairs, and it has some rails attached to it, and you can sit there and look at what is happening on the street. Okay, another name for a balcony would be a veranda attached to your upstairs house, in the shape of a platform. Okay, now let us look at the next word. But before we do that, remember that a balcony projects from the wall of a building. Okay, and it is often supported by metals or columns. Okay, to ensure for safety reasons. Okay, the next word is basement. Basement. Now, a basement is often found at the bottom, under your house. Okay, under your house you would find a basement. It is a building which is partly or entirely below ground level. It is a building or a space which is partly or entirely below ground level. So you would find it below ground level. Some people park their cars in the basement. It means that you park your car below the ground level. That part of the building is below ground level. Okay, the next word is attic. Attic. Now, an attic is the opposite of basement. A basement is found below ground level, and the attic is found right at the top of your house. Okay, it is part of a building, especially of a house, directly under a roof or garret. Okay, so if I say I'm going to put something in the attic, it means I have to go upstairs and then I have to climb another staircase that will bring me to the roof of the house. Okay, and that is where you have the attic. That is where you have the attic. So some people prefer to have a glass roof above the attic to make sure that they can see the sky. But it is pretty much the highest point of your house after the upstairs area. Then you have a staircase and then you go into the attic. Some people like to store the things that they don't use. Like, for example, if it's summertime, you may prefer to put all the things that you use in the winter, like your winter coats, your duvets. You may decide to store them in the attic. Okay. The next word is detached house. Detached or semi-detached house. A detached house means that your house is not attached to any other house on the left or on the right or at the front or at the back. Okay, the walls of your house are not attached to any other house. It is a detached house. Your house stands on its own. It's not attached to any other house. The next word is semi-detached. Semi-detached house means that your house is attached to another house on one side. So on one side, maybe on the left, it is not attached to another house. But on the right, your house is attached to another house. You share a wall with your neighbors. Okay? On one of the sides of your house, either on the left or on the right. So if you have a detached house, it means you have no neighbors attached to your walls, either on the left or on the right. Your house stands on its own. If you have a semi-detached house, then it means that on one side of your house, your wall is attached to that of your neighbor. You share a wall. Okay, the next word is a bungalow. A bungalow is a low house having one story, or in some cases, upper room. So if you like, a bungalow is a house which does not have an upstairs. Everything is on one floor. Okay, it is a one-story house. It has only one floor. There is no upstairs. everything is on one floor. Everything is on the ground floor. It has only one floor. It is a one-story house. Okay. Now the next word is a villa. A villa. A villa is usually a large and luxurious country house standing on its own grounds. Okay, it is a large and luxurious country house which is standing on its own grounds. And actually the spellings of the word villa are V-I-L-L-A. I forgot an L. So it is V-I-L-L-A. Okay. It is a large house. It is not only large, but it is also very luxurious. And this house stands on its own. It is often either detached or semi-detached. It is either detached or semi-detached, but it is large and it is very spacious. It is very luxurious and may include amenities such as a pool and gardens, and most people use it as a holiday house. Obviously, you have to be quite rich to afford one. The next word is a mansion. A mansion. Now, a mansion is a house which is large and quite impressive. It is a very large house which has a lot of different rooms. Okay. It is pretty much a property that is large enough, okay, to hold a lot of different rooms. And also in a mansion you have grounds. Okay, you have grounds. You may have a pool. You may have very expensive rooms all over the place. Okay, you may have a pool. It is simply, the best way to describe it is that it is a sort of manor house. Okay, it is a sort of manor house, but it is very large and luxurious and a manor house, almost like an estate. Okay. Yeah, that is the best way I can explain a mansion. The next one is an apartment. An apartment. An apartment is simply an area, a house in which the houses are fitted into one building. Okay, you have one building that contains several apartments. You have one building that contains several apartments. So this rooms are not, these houses, the apartments are not independent. Probably you have to use the staircase to get into another apartment and then another one. It is an apartment building. So you have many little houses, 3-bedroom houses, 4-bedroom houses, 1-bedroom houses. Sometimes you have studios, and all these different houses are in one building, so that you have first floor, second floor, third floor, and so on. It just depends on how high the building is. But an apartment is simply a house within a large building, and it is not detached or semi-detached in any way, because all these houses are in one building. Okay, I hope that explanation helps you to understand what an apartment is. Now, the last word is a cottage. A cottage. Now, most often, a cottage is found in the countryside. It is a small house, typically in the countryside. You would find that most people do not live there all the time, okay, because it is usually a small frame, one family house. It is often detached, and it is quite little, and usually people use them for vacation. It is usually because it is a small house in most often in the countryside. It's another name for a cottage is a cabin. Okay, so probably in the woods, someone builds a small house, and it is surrounded by nature, a lot of trees, and from time to time you come to the cabin or the cottage for holiday, or when you just want to have peace of mind, or when you just want to enjoy nature. So it is really just a small house. Sometimes it is made of wood, and you would find it in the countryside where you have forests around you, and it's not luxurious. Okay, all right then. That brings us to the end of our lesson for today. I am going to, as usual, read for you all the words: front garden, driveway, garage, porch, hallway, kitchen, living room, sitting room, dining area, lounge, master bedroom, guest bedroom, kids bedroom, upstairs, downstairs, kitchen, bathroom, upstairs toilet, downstairs toilet, shed, back garden, backyard, conservatory, mailbox, nursery, balcony, basement, attic, detached house, semi-detached house, bungalow, villa, mansion, apartment, cottage. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, if you found this lesson useful, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you very much, and see you in our next lesson. Bye bye.